All right, first of all, how many songs is the Thug album actually? Is the Thug Deluxe? Um, how many songs is the Thug Deluxe before we actually hold on, let's see. 16. Okay, it was 15 tracks. So 2 tracks. I'm not gonna lie to you. So he also redid the order. What's up, Luck? Welcome to the stream as well, first timer. He also redid the order here, which is kind of interesting. I think the last artist that I saw do that was Gunna. Gunna did that on Wanna, and Wanna Deluxe was probably one of the best albums I've heard, a trap albums at least, that I've heard in a while. I think we can all agree that Wanna is a certified classic, especially in the trap world, and Wanna Deluxe is definitely better than My Baby, My Turn, anything Deluxe, extra edition, whatever you want to call it. I also want to have that conversation as well. The Lil Baby My Turn, Gunna Wanna, that was also a big conversation. I remember during that time of the year. Yeah, Ye did that with Donda. Ye also did that with Donda as well. You guys are right. He definitely did that with Donda. But Ye shit was all over the place. That shit was like 40 tracks. It was like 40 tracks. It was insane. So Gunna and so Young Thug decided to drop the Metro's version, which is kind of interesting. Is there any difference? I'm gonna ask you guys. You guys can spoil it for me as well. Is there any difference in any of the tracks though? Like, is it just? So there's no difference. They just called it the Metro's version, which is actually. Let me get that Florida hot dog from. It's crazy. Just 2 new tracks. Okay, so we'll just go through this right here, man. Obviously, we've heard some of these tracks, man. Jonesboro. Wait, is Jonesboro a new track? I know Mad Dog is on there. Uncle M's on there. Why Want Me Dead's on there. Cars Bring Me Out. Oh, you went Drake. That's on there as well. I don't know why you would change the intro, though, because I feel like the Drake intro is actually elite. Prayed on Cleveland is, oh, shit, Debbie Biceps on the stream. You funny, man. So I think that's the actual elite one. I'm trying to think what else do we have. So Abracadabras obviously went through. Money on the Dresser. Okay, I don't think I've heard Money on the Dresser. Money with Juice World. I don't think I've heard. And then what's the other track? Money and Sake of My Kids are the new ones. Okay, Money and Sake of My Kids. Where's the other one at? Sake of My Kids. Okay, let's just listen to this. All right. So the first track is called Money. Featuring Juice World. And Nicki. Okay, so Nicki's on there. That's how I originally saw. I saw the one Nicki was on there. So this is the track Nicki was on because she reposted it. But with Juice World. You guys already know how I feel about that. I'm not really understanding. Just here, also, welcome to the stream as well. I'm not really understanding what Juice is doing on here, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what it is. Let's just listen to this. Both songs are old leaks. Well, guess what? They are very new to me. I go military boys with the angles. That's a damn Gucci on my tune. My chopper sing in the auto tune. Oh my god. I just you know what? To be fair, I haven't uploaded it yet, but that Juice WRLD track with Lemonade and Cordae and that backstory with the documentary, the little mini documentary, I thought that was fire. I thought that was a really crazy, great, tribute from Cordae's standpoint, from Cordae's side. I thought that was fire. I gotta still upload that to YouTube, but like this right here. Try me, then you get 1+1 and a couple more. Bro, I love that song. LOL Smiley Face is like one of my favorite Trey Songz songs from that album. That's a fire ass song, by the way. Don't sleep on that shit. I hate when you guys say that. Like, listen to the OG version, Dev. Like, well, the crazy part is I don't think the beat is bad. I don't think the song is bad. I just think that it's just another track. Right? Like, I think we're just like I'm listening to it right now. It's not that bad. Will I ever go back to it? Probably not. You know, it's just there. You know, like, it's just why is this being released? You know, like. I got one cheek, that's who do whatever I say so. About that dinero, so if you want me, you gotta piss. You said that's facts. The problem is with Juice and Nicki, it shouldn't be just another track. This shit will never get played again. I mean, I don't know. I really just don't know like what you want me to do with this. Like I'm saying, it's not a bad track. Like I've heard worse tracks. Juice WRLD, you guys already know how I feel about the situation. I don't need to rant on that too much. And then like, but this is just, why is this here? Like, why is this now in the middle of the album? You know, like. I will say this though. Shout out to Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice for dropping that Barbie track, the renovated Barbie track. Obviously, Aqua did the original, and I said that Barbie track was going to be the new anthem for, you know, now Barbies around the world now. And I think they did a great job on that track, so I will give praise there. But I did not. That verse was cool, but this was nah. What's the next track called? What's the next track called? I'm not gonna lie, I do love. It's kind of crazy that you call it deluxe. At this point, is it really a deluxe? I mean, this is what a deluxe used to be. I guess we're so used to having now deluxes being whole other albums. Deluxe, as I like to say. But I just don't understand why there's 2 tracks that you just couldn't put it right from the beginning. You know, just throw these shits right in the way. Like, was this supposed to be like some kind of big hype? I mean, we only have 1 more track left. I'm not gonna go ahead and knock it down yet. But like what was the? Got us Metro's version, and then they call it Metro's version. So when they say Metro's version, it's supposed to be like his order. And again, I do believe in order is everything in an album, especially when you're listening to an album. A lot of people, at least for the first couple times, you know, order is everything. Then sooner or later, you know, when the album starts, you know, evolving or getting old and starts, you start adjusting to it. You don't listen to it in order. You kind of just play what songs you like. But definitely for the first couple times, man, what makes an album memorable is that order. And, you know, especially if it has a story or whatnot. So, I don't know. What's the next track's called? Money on the Dresser? It's the version of the album he originally wanted. Just the order he wanted, yeah. A Prelux. Hoodie. It's called Hoodie? Hoodie, okay. Track 8, Hoodie, featuring B Slime and Lil. No, we definitely listened to B Slime and Lil Got It. Sake of My Kids, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? You want me to listen to? You just want me to listen to Lil B or Lil Got It and B Slime again? You so fucked up, bro. You are so fucked up. Laughing bitches that done play me. Oh my God, baby. You nothing powers. Hit it for the sake of my kids. I promise. Swear we on. I like that little beat right there. That's kind of far, huh? They think damn, I had to cry first cause I'm laughing. Put that no in traverses. Got it snowing on purpose. The question is, like, why couldn't you just put this at the beginning of the album? Like, why couldn't this one be like one of the first album or one of the first tracks? Because I feel like this would have been cool. Like, what was the point of leaving this off? You know, is it just a strategy of streams? I mean, I get it, you know, going #1 and all that, and album sales, and just bringing a life back into the album. Obviously, the album came out Friday. You know, now it is now Tuesday. You know, you kind of bring the life back to it, but like, I just don't get it. If I don't make it, your teeth, she pays. I do love that part right there. The hook is actually pretty fucking fire. I said that I was high. I took a Vicodin like 10 minutes ago, but prior to, you know, this does remind me, like somebody was saying it earlier. I think you guys were spamming it, but it does have a little bit of feel of like a 2015, 2016 Thug, the way he's rapping. They rolling the money. Sound like that Digits, bro. Just the way he's rapping, like. My bad if I don't know the words. All right, like it's hard to understand Young Thuganese. You know what I'm saying? Like. So clean. I'm ballin' like Katie. No beanie, no weenie. I told her like I left it, bitch. Wet like the shark. Oh my lord. To be fair though, I feel like this is obviously old Thug, and I think there was a lot of hold on, let me. I just like to say horses because that's what it sounds like. It's okay. You know, whenever I listen to Dark Dumbo Night or Dark Gummo Night, I like to say, like, you know, guap. He says, count my guap. But every time I eat guac, so whenever I'm eating tacos or anything that includes guac, I always say count my guac. You know, like, cause I don't know why, but that song Dark Dumbo Nights made me think of guac. I do like that beat though, for sure. I will say this though, man. The beat selection, I I would definitely use the second track more than I would have used the other track with Juice World. Again, I always think with Juice World, it's always a tactic to get the Juice World fan base. Since Juice World's fan base is so loyal, and he's probably one of the best fan bases out there in rap, even though he's gone. R.I.P. to Juice World. But I think a lot of artists just kind of use that to their advantage. Using Juice World's fan base because they know that the Juice World fan base is going to at least tune in and get one play. And there's a lot of Juice World fans, so that one play is equivalent to an extra like 10,000, 20,000 sales, I promise you. So I literally feel like, the exploit on the Juice World thing is just kind of funny to me, but that's just whatever. That's another conversation. But I think that Sake of My Kids is a vintage Thug. It sounds like the Slime Season 2 Thug. It definitely sounds like it belongs in the 2014, 2016 era. Just Thug having fun. Again, there's a lot of personality on his album. I was one of the few reactors or whatever you want to call us, reviewers, music listeners, to kind of give that Young Thug album praise. I mean, I loved half the album. I've said that. I still listen to, I think Parade on Cleveland is one of my favorite tracks. I know Drake was doing his thing. Now that I learned this from Thug's perspective, I also love Thug's verse on there because that was probably the most recent Thug that we've gotten. Sounded very, very raw. Sounded like he was recording from his phone through jail. So that sounded like the most newest Thug that we got. Where a lot of these other tracks kind of just sounded like a little bit of previous old leaks or just, some tracks that he didn't want to get out and all the above. But I think that Sake of My Kids just adds to the more personality to this album. Again, I don't think this album is over the top, nothing crazy. But I do think half of the tracks, I have about 7 tracks of these on my playlist. Uncle M, Mad Dog, Jonesboro, those are 3 tracks on there. Abracadabra is also on my playlist. Sake of My Kids is cool. Obviously, Parade on Cleveland. Both Drake features are also fire as well. And then there's some other tracks on here that's kind of cool that I still go back to. But you got to realize, man, Thug dropped this while he was in jail. Guys saying that he's sold 120K already. So I think Thug is gonna get to the 150K, especially with this Deluxe releasing now. 150K, 140K range. I think that's a good number where he's going to get. And yeah, you can't be too mad about that, man. 140K, but he also he announced his album last week. Had all the big artists share it, from Nicki Minaj to Drake to Weezy to Metro. They all basically shared his album and saying, hey, this is coming out. And so everybody was kind of prepped. So I was definitely expecting 100K plus. I didn't think he was going to do less than 100K. I'm going to talk about that later on in another video, though, when we actually get to that number. The official number of what he releases. But, I just think that low-key hoping Gunna was a surprise feature. Honestly, I ain't going to lie to you. I think if Gunna was a surprise feature on here, I think that would have took the album over the top. Especially if it was a fire Gunna feature. If it was Gunna, Young Thug, and then Weezy, it would have been crazy. I'm telling you, it would have definitely went crazy. That would have been one to the ages. But I think a duo album, when everything's said and done, would probably set the world on fire even more than that. So that's just how I feel about that, man. I just don't understand the reason for. I understand it. I don't want to say it, but I don't understand the purpose of dropping a deluxe. No pun intended, because it was literally 2 tracks, deluxe, on a Tuesday night or Tuesday morning. I really don't understand what the purpose was, and I just don't get it. Why we're here. Why we're just doing this. It just makes no sense. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it, man. Get a comment box below. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, follow me from here. Till next time, boy Dev. Let me know what y'all favorite tracks are on the album so far, man. I'm still bumping that Parade on Cleveland. I think Parade on Cleveland is probably one of Drake's best features in a while. That shit was dope. Again, singing Drake is back again. Drake's album was also supposed to be coming out soon, so that's kind of cool. Also, surprisingly, speaking of Pink Tape, the Hellcat Kenny track was actually really dope too. Hellcat Kenny with Uzi Vert, that was probably one of the highlights of the album as well. I love that. I actually listened to Hellcat Kenny in my car a couple times. That shit is fucking insane. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that, man. Get a comment below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, thumbs up here. And until next time, man, we are out. Love y'all. Peace.